Welcome to the Control Certification Process demo. In this demo, we will learn how to create a certification process from a template, launch the certifications to assignees, fill out a certification, and view the results. Control certifications provide a consistent, auditable way to collect attestations from control owners. When created from a template, the system automatically generates a form for each associated control owner, reflecting the fields and settings from the template. Let's get started. Click the drop-down arrow to expand the Certifications modules. Select Certifications. The Certification Processes page lists all certifications created from templates. Since this is our first process, the table is currently empty. To get started, we need to create a group to hold the certification. Groups act like folders and are required for creating a certification process. Every process must be placed inside a group to stay organized. Let's start by clicking Create Group. For this example, type in 2025 into the name field. The group field allows you to nest groups within one another. For instance, a 2025 group could include subgroups for each quarter. As we don't have any existing groups yet, we'll skip this for now. Click Save to create our first certification process group. The new group is now visible. We can begin creating a new process by clicking Create Certification Process. Let's start by typing a descriptive title for our certification process. Click the drop-down to select what template this certification process will be created from. For this example, we will choose the Control Assurance Certification template we made in a previous video. Click the drop-down to assign this process to the 2025 group we made earlier. Now that all required fields are complete, click Save to create the new certification process from the template. Now we can see a drop-down icon next to our group title. Click the drop-down. Our newly created certification process is now visible. Click the three dots to access additional options. The available options are to edit, delete, or launch certifications. Click Edit to proceed. Here, a pop-up appears with the pre-filled values from the template we created. Let's change the approver by clicking the drop-down. For this example, let's select Alex Morgan from the drop-down list. Click Save to finalize our edits. Let's click into our new certification process to see more. In a certification process, we have two views to choose from. The default, Certifications, shows a list of assignees the certification will be sent to. Since this is a control certification process, the system has automatically imported all key control owners and created a certification form for each one. Each certifier row includes a set of action icons that allow you to send a reminder email once sent, open the certifier's form, or remove them from the process. Navigate to the Question Responses tab. This view shows a table of responses by assignee. Since the certification has not been launched, no responses exist to display. After initiation, you'll be able to review responses and see any exceptions directly from here. At the top left is a list of action buttons: Close, Launch Certification Process, Notifications, and Settings. Settings brings up the same edit pop-up as before, so let's click Notifications next. Our Notifications button displays a simple informational pop-up showing when assignees will be notified for their certification. The Close button allows you to permanently lock and close out the certification process, an action that cannot be undone. The Launch Certification Process button will launch the certifications to all assignees. Now that we know how to utilize each of these options, let's click Save to officially launch our certification process. As you can see, all certification statuses have changed to Sent. Let's navigate to the My Tasks tab to see the certification assignment I assigned myself, Ella Baker. In the Tasks table, we can see the assignment row to fill out the certification. Click the location link on the row. Here's our first look at a control certification form, including process details, instructions, and other additional info. We can also see a control to review. Let's scroll down to see more. For control certifications, the system automatically generates a section for every control the assignee is responsible for. Since we are a control owner to only one control, only one section appears here. Click the drop-down icon to expand it. The form displays control information for the assignee to review, including any related narratives or attachments associated. Comments can be added to flag or verify information. Let's type one in here. Now that we have reviewed our control, let's scroll down to complete the probing questions. These probing questions apply to all controls on the form for which we are responsible. They are designed to highlight potential risks or issues and confirm control effectiveness. Let's demonstrate the exceptions flow for questions. Click No in the statement field. Whenever an exception option is selected, a mandatory explanation field appears. You cannot submit the form until an explanation is provided for any and all exceptions chosen. Let's change our answer back to yes and continue. Any owner attachments are displayed above. Click the plus icon to attach relevant assignee files. Finally, let's fill out the custom field we created in our template earlier. Click the date icon. Choose today's date. Our first control certification form is complete. Click Submit to send back our responses. Looking back at our certification process, we can see the status has changed to pending approval. Let's log in as Alex Morgan and demonstrate how to approve a certification. As you can see in the top right, we've switched to Alex Morgan to demonstrate approving a certification. The tasks table now shows the assignment with the role Approver. Click the location link. This is the view of a completed certification from the approver's perspective. The form is read-only, with all answers locked. Scroll to the bottom to approve or reject the form. Now this certification is completed and approved. Let's see what our status screens look like. Here you can see Ella Baker's certification is complete, reflecting its submission and approval. Each response is also shown on the Question Responses screen, including whether the assignee has signed off on their certification. In the main page of the Certifications module, you can also see the overall progress of the current certification process. Thank you for walking through this demonstration on how to create, launch, and work with control certification processes. Have a great day.